Okay, this is my fourth video in the travel series of my trips abroad I've taken. This one featuring my best pictures of Paris. I took two separate trips, the first along with my mother in 2000 and then again in 2003. Had a great time on this trip, got to see a lot of Paris, what Paris has to offer. Had a great time. All of the sights, it was just unbelievable. I got some great pictures on this particular video. This was our tour director. His name was Martin Baradella. He's a great guy. Okay, so the first tour was of the world famous Eiffel Tower. And to be honest with you, the first thing that blew me away was how wide the base of the tower is. I mean, you could park a 747 between the legs underneath it. That's how wide it was. It was simply unbelievable. Tower is over 1,000 feet tall, and I had the opportunity to go to the top twice, once at night and once during the day. This is down at the base where the tour buses dropped us off. And this was at night looking up towards the top of the tower. And that's me and Henry Marcet at the top during the night trip in 2000. And this was me during the daytime on the next trip in 2003. This was really something. These next few pictures are all from the top. I went all the way around and just snapped pictures from the top of the Eiffel Tower. It was just really something else. Unbelievable, the city of Paris. Reminds me of New York in certain aspects. Just with all the buildings and the, just the people and just, it's just something else. It really is. The engineer who designed it, his name was Alexandre Gustave Eiffel. Now these next pictures are all of Notre Dame Cathedral. Here I am pointing from the southern facade of the tower. Notre Dame is considered to be one of the finest examples of French Gothic architecture and is also among the largest and well-known church buildings in the world. It also houses some of Catholicism's most important relics, including the crown of thorns, a fragment of the true cross, and one of the holy nails. This is me and Chris, and I can't remember the other kid's name on the other side. We had a great time. This was in 2000. Construction began in the year 1163 and wasn't completed until 1345. In the 1790s, Notre Dame suffered desecration during the radical phase of the French Revolution. This is my mom and a French-speaking guide that was there in front of Notre Dame Cathedral that we took a picture with. And these next pictures are all from the observation deck. It was just something else to see the city of Paris from the top of Notre Dame Cathedral. It was really something else. The famous gargoyles. This was really something to see also. Very Gothic. Incredible architecture. And this is me standing in the back of the, on the far east side of the Notre Dame. These next few pictures are all of my tour of the Louvre Museum. This is from inside the tour bus pulling up. The glass pyramid you see is the entrance where an escalator takes you down underground to enter the building. The Louvre is one of the world's largest museums and a historic monument in Paris. It's also the world's most visited museum. It opened on August 10th, 1793 with an exhibition of 537 paintings and now houses 380,000 objects, 35,000 works of art, sculptures, paintings, etc. And that's the entrance. There's really something else. This is inside the one of the corridors inside the museum. I didn't take as many pictures as I should have inside the Louvre. I wish I would have taken more. This is me standing just over from the famous sculpture of Venus de Milo. This is inside one of the rooms that housed a lot of Egyptian sculptures. I wish I would have got a picture of the Mona Lisa, but unfortunately I didn't take enough pictures. This mom and I sitting along the Seine River is taking a picture. And this building here is called the Hotel de Ville. It's where it houses the city's local administration. It has been the location of the municipality of Paris since the year 1357. It's where the mayor of Paris resides, and it serves as a venue for large receptions also. And coming up here, these next few pictures, this is from inside the tour bus we were on. This is walking up to the Palace of Versailles, which was incredible. There's all the students from different tours. All the different tours were all walking up. This is with the group from 2003. Actually, this is from 2000 because Max and Chris are with me there. The guy in black with the long hair and the other kid next to me with the glasses. That's me in the yellow. This is in the back of Versailles. This is the courtyard in the back of Versailles also. Versailles was once the center of political power in France from 1682 until 1789 after the beginning of the French Revolution also. Some incredible sights to see. It was really something else. He's inside the incredible Hall of Mirrors. Doing the large paintings on the wall, tapestry. Paintings on the wall, I'm sorry. Incredible paintings. These pictures are actually courtesy of Henry Marcet. His camera's a lot better than mine. He just sent me some pictures here in the last 6 months or so. And this is walking up to the our tour of the Chateau de Chambord, one of the most recognizable chateaus in the world. Mostly because of its distinctive French Renaissance architecture. It's constructed by King Francis I of France. There's Henry in a white t-shirt there in front of us.
Sous le ciel de Paris jusqu'au soir vont chanter l'hymne d'un peuple épris de sa
incredible building. Just look at the architecture there.
Notre-Dame, parfois couvre un drame. Oui, mais à Paname, tout peut s'arranger.
These next few pictures are all of Les Mont Saint-Michel. It's an island commune. These are all from my postcards that I bought, because if you can't see it from the air, you can't really tell how incredible this building is in Normandy. It's 600 meters from land. It's surrounded by water. it's like an island fortress. It's just really something to see. I mean, you have to see this to believe it. Now, this is one of my pictures after we got off the tour buses, looking up at the cathedral at the top. And this is one of Henry's pictures, a little bit better picture, more better quality. And this is me up at once. We're at the top of the cathedral, looking out, but you can't really tell what it is. But that's where I am at the very top up there. It was built in the 8th century AD. Been the seat of the monastery from where it draws its name. And there are, I think, about 15 to 20 monks that live there on the mount. And this is the, let's see here, the concierge. It was part of the former royal palace. No, this is the Hotel des Invalides. It's a mansion of the disabled. I'm sorry. It houses Napoleon's tomb. And this is the Basilica of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. It was a popular landmark located at the highest point in the city. And mother and I are shopping. She has her beret on. Henry and I standing outside one of the restaurants. The group went to eat. It was a group after we were inside having dinner somewhere, all sharing a laugh, talking about something. And my mom and one of the other teachers, I can't remember her name, but they were sitting, taking a picture. Okay, now these next pictures are the conciergerie. It's part of the former royal palace. Hundreds of prisoners during the French Revolution were taken from the building to be executed on the guillotine at a number of locations around Paris.
Sur les toits, les girouettes tournent et font les coquettes avec le premier vent qui passe indifférent, nonchalant. Car le vent.
This is an incredible trip. Had a really great time on this trip and got to see a lot. Hopefully at some point. And this statue here is of Napoleon. And we had a really great time. I really would look forward to doing this type of trip again and going, my wife and I taking a trip like this, especially since she speaks French. I think it would be a great trip for us to take. So these last couple of pictures of the Moulin Rouge, I did go one night in 2003 with one of the other teachers, but I didn't go inside of any of the clubs, just not my thing. So, but I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my Paris trip, and there's going to be another 5th video coming up soon. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Il y a la Seine, à n'importe quelle heure, elle a ses visiteurs qui la regardent dans les yeux, ce sont ses amoureux à la Seine. Et il y a ceux qui ont fait leur lit.